Morning. It's been a week again, and hope everyone's doing well, keeping safe. And so today I just want to share with you what we went over with youth last night. And it's the topic of what is an idol. And so we discussed with the youth, an idol is anything that is more important to you than God. In Exodus 20, Exodus 20 verse 3, it says, "You shall have no other gods before me. You shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in the heaven above, or that is in the earth below, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them. For I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generations of those who hate me, but showing steadfast love to thousands of those who love me and keep my commandments." And I know we aren't sitting there carving images out of wood or having a goat calf in our house. I know we don't have those images of anything that sit in our house and we worship. But we know we do have idols, and that's the thing that they kind of can creep into our life, into our minds and hearts very quickly. Things that we give more time to and give more love to than God. And so we talked about what some of those things are, and it could be technology, which can go into many different things. Video games, on the computer, doing your phones, social media, could money, could be your insecurities, so your desire to be better, to look better, and there's a wide range of things that we can desire and want and put our time into. And so we just got to make sure that we're careful with this. We're careful that we don't tell God that we're not happy with what He's done with us, what He's given us, and that we want to have something better and more. And that's when we pull away from Him, and we search for ourselves what we think will make us happy in our lives. And that's when we got to be careful. The red flag should be going when we love these things. We put time into them, and we chase after them, and we leave God in the back seat, and really taking over control of our life and telling Him that we want to be our own God, in a sense, right? We want to do what we want. We think we know better, and that's a dangerous ground to be in. And because once we pull God off the throne and put something else there, we can't love like Him. We can't be like Him anymore. Those sinful desires come over and consume us, and the love that God wants us to have, the love that He is, we don't do and don't share with others. And so it can happen very quickly, or sometimes we desire it, we want it. And so we got to be careful. I just want to read from Colossians 3 as well, starting at verse 5. "Put to death, therefore, what is earthly in you: sexual immorality, impurity, passion, evil desire, and covetousness, which is idolatry. On account of these, the wrath of God is coming." And so, we see here where even those things, those desires, become idolatry, because they become the focus and become what's in our heart. And I shared with the youth kids, once we do one sin, so if it is jealousy, let's say, we have put jealousy in our heart, that's one sin. But other sins, we attach ourselves to it. If we're jealous of somebody or something, we want to cover it, right? It becomes another sin. And if it's somebody we're jealous of, we don't usually say nice things of them, or we can lie about them, we can gossip about them, we can slander them. So we can see how we allow one thing into our heart, many sins will come to it. And when we look at it like that, we can see how evil and how sinful we become, and how that, because sin takes us the opposite way of God. And so if we allow these idols into our heart, we immediately start separating ourselves from God and go into the opposite direction of Him and of His character. And so for us, today, what is it that we put our time to? as adults. It could be our phones, could be our technology that, Facebook or any other social media that we get home, we sit down and we just spend time on that. And that becomes our focus that's our desire. Is every moment that we have free, we're on it. And we're missing out on time with God, time with our family, or time doing the things that we're supposed to. If it's money, money, we have to, we have to look after ourselves. We have to prepare for the future. We put it in our hands, our future with money being saved. And we really say to God, you know what, I don't trust you, God. And so I have to take control of this myself. And I have to put every effort into making as much money as I can for whatever reason. If it's just for a big bank account for the rainy day or for retirement, or just for the things that we want in this life now. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't be wise with money, but we got to make sure that we aren't putting that first, and the love of money is not a false sense of hope or security for us. We got to trust God, right? We can't just say I'm busy. I work, because I've heard this so many times. This person or can't be in ministry, or can't come out to things because he's just so busy. He's got a lot of work to do. And it's like, well, yeah, we're all busy at work, but if you're in a job that takes you away from coming to church, fellowship with others, or being part of a ministry, I think I would challenge anybody and say, maybe you should look at a different job, or look, or really is that your job, or is that just you focusing so much on that for your own desires? Because whatever it is, we can never use anything as an excuse that we can't serve God, or we can't spend time with God. So just for us just to check today and say, and sometimes it just creeps in without even knowing it, right? Life happens, and things happen, and we can kind of, without even knowing it, just walk into it and go look up and go, oh man, I'm here. And so just for all of us to look today and say, okay, is there anything that I'm putting more time and effort into than God? Is there anything that has captured my heart, and that I love and I crave more than God? And so for us, we know God is sovereign. He's in control of everything. He will take care of us. And you know what? We can't look around and compare with others. We can't compare, what they have, or what gifts they have. We have to be content with what God's given us, because He's using us for a reason, and He's put us here with these gifts, the place that we have, for a purpose. We're here to shine the light of Christ to others, and not just to be here to get what we want and to kind of, fulfill our desires in this life. So, hope everybody has a good weekend. Thanksgiving coming, and we'll see you again.